Hello, it's me. It's a no makeup Friday. I should have makeup on, but I don't. I don't even have lipstick on. No lipstick, no makeup. I'm just sitting here, um, reeling from a video I saw on ABC News of an individual attacking an Asian person for the coronavirus. Absolutely despicable. You can't tell if someone has the coronavirus by the ethnicity. That's absolutely absurd. Leave people alone. If you're that can, if you're that afraid of humanity, stay indoors. Um, wash your hands. Cover your mouth when you cough. Everybody, don't be discriminatory. If someone coughs without covering their mouths, pray. Say God bless the germs or whatever. But don't get confrontational about it. Don't start fights. That's not what's because chances are this side chances of the game they don't have coronavirus. The flu kills more people than that virus does at this point in time, and there. It's just look. I think people are looking at what the Chinese government did and blaming individuals, and that's absolutely absurd. There's a difference between what governments do, what authoritarian, controlling governments decide to do, and what individuals do. Like with Trump, we're not responsible for everything. Well, we're in a democracy, so we're not. We can. They're not in a democracy in China, so the individuals in China are not responsible for the decisions that the upper echelon of their government makes. We are more responsible than they are for what our government does, and look at what our government does. So 99% of the things our government does I do not agree with, but they do it anyway. So, were someone from China going to come here and start harassing me? I don't know. What can I do? I'd be more responsible than they would, but decisions made in this case than they are. So, so ridiculous, people. Don't be a hater. And if this is the end of the world, it's the end of the world. What you gonna do? Just being a hater is gonna make God zap us even faster. So be nice. Like the end of, at the end of this is the end. They figured out. Oh, let's be nice, and we'll get, we'll get you know, um, was I, that uplifted or disappeared or you know whatever it was, turning. What's that? It's a book. It's a book. It's something where I forget the word for it, where you're just automatically poof. God just goes poof, and you don't have to go through the tribulation. But man. So that's my thoughts on that. Just don't be ignorant. I know I had a mask on earlier this week, but that's because they were power washing one of the buildings next to my apartment, and it just kicked up dust, just general dust. I have a very sensitive nasal passages and lungs. It kicked up dust, and I was coughing, and I didn't want to be out just coughing because I can get into a real coughing fit. And I just didn't want people, oh, why is this girl coughing crazy like that? So I put on a mask in case I had a coughing fit. By the time I got to my doctor's appointment, she's like, pull that off. I know you have things, you have nasal things, and it's all just phlegm, coughing up. So, you know, it was all good. But, it was to protect people from me, not for me from other people. So that was that. But don't be a hater. Don't hurt people and yet be ignorant. Just the ignorance out there in this, like these neighbors, and I'm not going to even go into it because they deserve to weather on the line with their silliness and They don't deserve to be talked about on any platform, let alone YouTube. Their silliness and their stupidity. But yeah, McMillions was what? It was underwhelming. Uncle Jerry got found out. He got arrested. He gave his hangdog face in front of behind his lawyer, while his lawyer was talking about how he was just a member of the community and he made a grave mistake. He just got bamboozled by the bright lights and big city of McDonald's McMillions money. And little, but we heard all about him and his doings and how dangerous and sociopathic he was from the documentary. But we still don't know how he got the tickets. How he got the tickets from where? From that printing press in Atlanta that's supposed to be like so top secret that they deal with the government, top secret government printing. How did he get the tickets? Because nobody at I just found out in like during episode 5 that he worked for the marketing company that ran the contest for McDonald's. That's how Uncle Jerry got in on this, and he probably got the job. I don't even know how he got this job, but did he get the job just so he could get in there and get his hands on a contest? Was that it? Because it sounded like he was been a schemer and a scammer from the beginning, from all his life. That's what his ex-wives and his son were saying. And that he was a sociopathic and a dangerous guy and an underhanded guy since before Jim was John, as they say. And and the little spunky gangster wife, she had things to say about him, and we're going to find out what she said. But the thing that they dropped a bomb was that it might have been a Columbo that brought the whole scheme down, Frank Columbo. And now I'm trying to figure out who's Frank Columbo, because I know Jerry Columbo, the other Jerry that was working with Uncle Jerry, but who's Frank Columbo? Is he a higher up? Was who? He's the guy that got pissed off. Who's Frank Columbo? And did he snitch on the scheme and bring everybody, everybody went down from the biggest to the smallest. They're all dealing with the feds. And I want to see if Uncle Jerry goes to jail, because he's probably not going to do as much time as the stewardess and the salt of the earth single mother and the businessman cowboy and the nerdy drug dealer. He's probably not going to do half as much time as they're going to do, because I don't think that's how all of that works. But it doesn't seem to be, from what I observe about criminal justice. But the big guys, never they have the best lawyer, and they cut deals because they have the juiciest knowledge on everything. And he would have the juiciest knowledge. He has the key to telling them how they got that darn ding dang darn ticket, and who at the printing press gave him the ticket. They still haven't figured that out. They figured for all the tape, the wiretaps, I mean, for all the surveillance, for all the strong arming the little guys, from all following people around. Once again, the surveillance, they haven't figured that out, or at least they haven't told us. So who knows? Who knows? It's quite a country, but it wasn't that exciting an episode. It was just a little story about how they faxed the synopsis of the case to the press, and the press, played the good guy and said, we won't go to the public with it at this point in time. So we won't bust your case wide open and tell everybody the jib is up too soon. But I just hope people could just stop being crazy and stop using this virus and what's going on as an excuse to hurt people. You know, I remember when I was living in another place. It wasn't Las Vegas, but in another apartment complex that the Ebola was bringing out, coming out, and you know, there is some people in the not Las Vegas, but in the United States had it. My neighbors go, "Oh, hey, Ebola victim." They wasn't saying it to me, but they say if I was like on my porch, we had beautiful porches in this apartment. But if I just happened to be out on my porch and a nice spring day, they say, you know, she was out there. He would come, hey, Ebola victim, as I was sitting there. So I just ignore them because that was just an ignorant thing to say. Just ignorant. If you go to Las Vegas, you're gonna meet some ignorant people. It's a disease that many have here, unfortunately. It's the Mississippi of the West. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of things. But I'm not here to complain. I have my word search. I have my Mandela. And I have my decisions to make on whether or not I'm going to have a no spin year. I was going to have a no spin year, um, but I spent. And right now, what's pulling me to spend again is the origami 3-tier shelf on HSN. It would be a great shelf to do my cutting for sewing. It would be great. And it's calling me. And they have a 2-for-1. You can get 2 origami shells for $130. Oh man, but that's a lot of money for me at this particular time. I don't have it, even though they would put it on the the, the 5 payments, no interest. I owe everybody money, America. You don't even know. I owe everybody money, and I'm paying little by little. And people, I'm ignoring Peter to pay Paul. I'm not even robbing Peter to pay Paul. I'm ignoring Peter to pay Paul. And these cats are like, you don't have no money for no origami, so just put out your mind. So that's the thing. You know, you say you get into the rut. You say, I'll just buy the one thing, and I'll give it, and I'll cut it off. And I see these things. I don't need any more clothes. I don't need more nail supplies. I don't need more makeup. I don't need any more crafting supplies. You know, I don't need any more of this. You know, what am I doing? I'm bored. But I'm not, you know, in a place right now. You know, I'm doing, I'm doing, I'm doing. So, um, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just, you know, being productive as I can be at the moment. Um, that's what I'm doing.